Beginners often let their hiking backpacks hang low, thinking the fit feels better on their shoulders. But experienced outdoor guides do the exact opposite. They tighten the hip belt, raise the load, and pull the pack high against their neck. It seems counterintuitive. On paper, moving a heavy mass closer to the upper spine looks less stable. But this specific adjustment counteracts a persistent physical penalty inherent to human movement. As a species, we are uniquely built for endurance. Our upright posture and highly developed glute muscles make us naturally efficient long-distance walkers. But carrying external weight disrupts this. A low-hanging load acts as a lever, creating a force vector that draws your center of gravity backward. To compensate, lower back, shoulder, and neck muscles continuously strain forward, fighting the weight with every step. For thousands of years, humans simply absorbed this punishment. As seen with these large woven bastics, early carriers transported heavy materials by leaning severely forward to manage the poor weight distribution. Early attempts at structural frames were crude. They relied on rigid wooden poles and thin rope straps that dug directly into the collarbones, making long journeys unstable and physically taxing. Gravity remained a constant penalty on human travel. It took the brutal logistical demands of the 20th century to turn load-bearing into a serious engineering problem. During the First and Second World Wars, infantry forces were pushed to their physical limits. Soldiers were required to march through difficult terrain with an immense volume of gear hanging passively from their shoulders. The introduction of heavy metal entrenching tools, multiple canteens, and thick canvas packs multiplied the burden. The resulting physical fatigue reduced a patrol's effectiveness long before any actual combat began. Military engineers analyzing human movement realized a structural truth about the skeleton. The shoulders are poorly designed to bear static weight over long distances. The pelvis and the legs, however, are structurally better at bearing downward loads. This realization led to the structured hip belt. By tightly wrapping the base of the pack around the waist, the weight vectors bypass the spinal column, transferring the mass directly into the pelvic bone and down through the legs. Moving the majority of the weight off the shoulders was the first step in turning the backpack from a simple hanging sack into an integrated wearable system. Early military packs relied on external metal frames. While strong, they were wide, rigid, and poorly suited for the high alpine environments where mountaineers operated. Mountain climbing requires a load that moves fluidly with the human body. A wide external frame catching on a rock or shifting its weight during a steep ascent creates an immediate hazard. To solve this agility crisis, designers moved the structure inside the bag, creating the internal frame backpack. Inside, flexible rods act like a secondary spine, flexing with the climber's stride. At the shoulders, load lifters pull the top inward, drawing heavy gear flush against the torso. This shifts the center of gravity directly over the midfoot, restoring upright balance. Combining the hip belt's weight transfer with the load lifter's high alignment neutralized the backward pulling leverage that had plagued human travel for millennia. Once the geometry of the carry was solved, modern long-distance hikers began targeting the mass itself, shaving mere grams off their total gear weight. Over a multi-month, 2,000-mile journey, a single unnecessary kilogram compounds through millions of steps. Every extra ounce increases heart rate, caloric demand, and the long-term wear on joint cartilage. To carry these loads efficiently, a modern pack features a web of straps, clips, and tensioners. These adjustments allow the bag to adapt its shape to constant changes in incline and uneven terrain. Every buckle and harness adjustment operates as a tool to calibrate the load to a hiker's specific torso length and hip structure. Mastering how we carry weight expanded our geographic reach. It allowed us to move confidently through hostile environments without breaking down under the physical toll. Portable survival systems gave hikers the physical freedom to leave established logistical routes and sustain themselves independently over immense distances. Every strap and frame adjustment serves a single purpose: keeping the human body moving efficiently. The modern backpack is a mechanical adaptation, a system that aligns heavy gear with human movement to extend how far we can travel independently.
For more content like this, like and subscribe to our channel.